What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you guys are new, hello, hi, and welcome. What's up? My name is Aspen. Nice to meet you guys. I'm glad you guys stopped by my channel today to see me create this look with the new KYLIE peach palette. I almost forgot what it was called, but it's the KYLIE peach palette. This video is going to be a first impressions kind of a demo video because before I film this video, I have yet to put these shadows on my eyeballs, my eyelids. I have swatched these colors on my skin. Duh. I've swatched these colors. I can't talk. I've swatched these colors on my fingers and like on my arm, and I'm gonna be honest, some of the colors I was really excited for did not work in my favor, but I mean, I was kind of expecting that with this palette, not gonna lie. I wasn't even intending to go for the look that she had like on her packaging of her palette, or like the signature look for this palette, but I honestly really had no choice. And I'm obviously filming this after I finished the look. So before I did start the look, I did say there was like a lot of different looks you can create with this palette. But after playing with this palette, y'all will just have to see while I'm playing with the palette. But yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below because it is a lit time around here. Y'all don't want to miss out. Y'all know y'all don't want to miss out. So you can ask anybody. It's a fun time around here. So I'm just going to stop talking now and let's just get into the palette. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about the palette, my opinions and whatnot, and then I'm going to get into the look. So first, this is what the palette looks like. It obviously says KYLIE on it in rose gold lettering, and then when you open up the palette, it of course has a little plastic thing in it. Y'all, please don't judge my hair. This is what the palette looks like. I can say one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about this palette is that it doesn't have a nice highlight, like brow bone or inner corner highlight shade. Which is kind of disappointing. It does come with the brush. I have yet to like touch the brush, feel the consistency, but I will do that in a hot minute. My nose is running. Although this palette does not have a good highlight shade, I can definitely see where she was going with this palette. There are definitely a bunch of different looks that you can create with this palette. There's fun colors like this blue, this purple, there's this pink color. There are 12 shadows in this palette. I think that's a good amount of shadows for a palette. I do have to say though, the quality of this palette for me, when I swatch some colors, the pans aren't completely like glued in. So they kind of move around, which, I mean, some of the colors that I was really excited for in this palette was this blue shade, this kind of like orangey, greenish golden shade, and then this kind of, how would you even call this? It's almost like a copper kind of shimmery shade. I'm just going to swatch a couple of them for you guys. Had a little bit of a lighting change, but here's a couple swatches from the palette. Finger swatch wise, they come off really pigmented. That copper color comes out, since it is kind of a more glittery color, it comes out a little bit dusty, like it comes off a little bit chalky. So does this peach color right here. So I'm going to swatch just these four colors on my skin for you guys. So starting with that copper color, this one is very, very pigmented. Like I said, it is a little bit chalky, but you can definitely kind of fix that. And then for this like kind of golden green color, you can tell that it's not that pigmented. I really dug my finger into the pan and it's still not that pigmented. For the blue color, again, it's not as pigmented as I was hoping for it to be, which is really disappointing. And then for this peach color, it's not that bad. I feel like once you blend these or put them on the eyes, they won't be as bad. But overall, for like finger swatches and swatching them on the skin, I'm not that impressed with the palette. Like I said, the colors that I was really excited to use, that I wanted to create a look with, don't seem like they're up to my standards. This palette was $45. Now, I don't want to say if it's worth the money or not yet. I want to wait and see how these shadows apply on my eyelids, because that is the most important part. We're not going to walk around with finger swatches. That is basically all I have to share with you guys about the palette, and I know you guys want to see how these shadows perform on my eyelids. So let's get into it. So now that we're all up close and personal, The first thing I'm going to be doing is priming my eyes, and I learned with her holiday palette that it's best to do it with a concealer and then set it with the setting powder. So I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer and then just blending it in with a Morphe concealer brush and then setting with my RCMA No Color powder. And I just like to set my concealer on my eyelids with just a fluffy blending brush. I'll kind of like pack it on there and kind of just buff it in. Hopefully I have like no like random setting powder all over my face. That would be embarrassing. So now that our eyes are set, I have been really looking at this palette, seeing what kind of look I want to create. I think I want to use the colors that I was really excited to use, see what kind of look I can create. So first I'm going to go in with this taupe color right here, which is called Sandy. And I think I'm going to go right in with the KylieCosmetics blending brush that came with the palette, just so I can test it out, see how it blends out my transition color. It looks like it's almost the same color as my skin, so that's probably why y'all can barely see it on camera. Next, I'm going in with this brick kind of red terracotta shade called Ginger. And I'm going to take that on the same Kylie brush. I'm kind of going to be going for more of a halo type of eye. But this color definitely is very, very pigmented. Definitely what I was hoping for it to be. Yeah, this brush is actually not bad. I'm not complaining about it at all. There are definitely some colors in here I can tell I'll be reaching more for in the springtime. So yeah, I'm excited to play more with this palette. Next, I'm gonna be taking the kind of green golden color, and it's called Mojito. And I'm just playing with this palette. I'm going to work later. I may go into work looking crazy. The only video that I've watched about this palette was Jeffree Star's, and this color seemed to work for him, but I just can't seem to get any on this brush. Let's just see how this works. I'm like scraping at it. I want it to work so bad. Okay. So it's like coming off, like it's going on my eyelids, but it is not nearly as pigmented as I wanted it to be. So I think I'm going to switch up the look that I was originally going for, because I don't want to sit here all day and try and put this color on my lid. I think I'm going to go in with this color Duchess right here, the one that I swatched for you guys earlier. So first I'm going to try and apply this to my lids and pack it on to see like how it does on my eyelids. And if it doesn't perform well, I think I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. Yeah, okay. What the hell? That was a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but it was better.
The only problem is you're gonna have to keep going in with the product and packing it on.
Yeah, it's not even like packing barely onto my lid anymore. And you know, this palette may work for some people and it may not work for some people. I think I'm gonna stop wasting my time. So I think I'm gonna go back in with Ginger and kind of just blend together the colors. So this is definitely the moment that I think I've been waiting for, we've all been waiting for, and I'm about to put this blue color to the test. This one right here, it's called Royal, and I really just want to smudge this on my lower lash line. I'm going to smudge it all the way to like my inner corner. Now I want to find something to put in my inner corners, and I really want my inner corners to shine bright like a mother-effing diamond. Part of me wants to try with Duchess again and put that in my inner corner, but we're just going to try it out. try and blend all of Duchess away. Like, me and Duchess are not friends. Like, so I'm just really done playing with this palette. Like, I'm really done playing with this palette. So I'm gonna go pop on some liner and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes and liner. I'm wearing the Eylure Crazy Ray Ray lashes. So I decided to stick with the theme of Kylie, but I don't know which one I want to wear. I think I'm gonna stick with her liquid lipstick in Moon. So that is going to be it for this video. Guys, I am not impressed with this palette at all. Just the color payoff of these colors isn't really there. I did really like the brush that the palette came with though. It's a nice blending brush. So unfortunately, this palette did not work for me. I think that there are a lot of like singular pan colors that you can get for a lot cheaper. You don't have to buy the whole palette to get a singular color. I'm still gonna keep playing with this palette just to see if there are some colors in this palette that I really do like. I just think if you're gonna make an eyeshadow palette, don't make the formula of the eyeshadow so hard to work with. That's all I'ma say. But yeah, that is going to be all for this video. If I do end up playing with this palette more and changing my mind, maybe I'll do another eyeshadow look with this palette. If you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to join the family, stick around. Like I said, it is a lit time around here. Don't miss out. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. So that is going to be all for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Deuces.